Hello, and I am your artist Dayanita, and you are now in a 1963 watercolor urbanscape space. Firstly, let's quickly introduce you to the current city. It's Sevilla in Spain. Like the last video, this one too belongs to an old collection which was launched for my second exhibition. These were a total of 8 to 9 pieces, I suppose, in square frames, and to check out the completed version, please visit my Instagram page 1963_reinventing. This video is also going to be in the form of a personal commentary, basically how I wish it could be better or how much I have evolved since this piece in terms of my current work on cityscapes or urbanscapes. You may refer to the videos titled 5-minute watercolor cityscapes on my playlist called Watercolor Cityscapes to check out the other pieces. Now let's check out what I'm doing. So as you can see, the cityscape illustration is already complete. Now I'm running over a thicker outline pen over the illustration. What do I think about it? Honestly, I'm strictly following the lines. If you go through my recent process reels on Instagram or even the shorts here on the YouTube channel, you will see that I go about it very roughly, and this applies not just for the thicker pen but also for the first layer of the illustration. Right now you get a very distinct idea of the structures and the cityscape, and what I wish to achieve was a rather impressionist version of the same. Moving on to the painting process now, I have started with a cobalt shade of blue from the skyline, and I've also introduced a very close color which is a shade with some black in it. I absolutely love how I was going with the flow of the pigments and the water content so far, but now at this point where I shouldn't have gone back to the sky with any more color, I make my first mistake. Second mistake is, I guess you can already see how much I was struggling with the size of the brush, and also the paper quality makes it so much worse. This paper just cannot absorb water, and I've already ruined the piece. Okay, now I'm also struggling with the flicks. See, the problem with the brush is it is a small one, and the kind of water I wanted this brush to hold, it does not have the capacity for it. What can you do instead? Use a mop brush or a bigger size filbert brush. Alright, so now I'm introducing crimson, which is a rather unusual pick for me, but I'm happy with the combination. I took it from the structure towards the sky, but it should have been just the opposite. Also, one very important point, even before you start painting, keep your page on a tilted desk or clipboard or anything, and then you proceed. This way, half of your trouble is already taken care of. The pigment will naturally start flowing downward. So now I'm adding faint shades of the crimson. Okay, not at all something I like. Okay, wow, now that is a bold color, cadmium yellow. It's such a kindergarten combination to want to put yellow with dark blue. Reminds me of the nighttime skies we made as kids. Not at all a fan of what I'm doing here. I feel like it's a very poorly worked out color palette. Now what's this? Oh, I'm adding black to this. Okay, I have no idea where I'm going with this. Also, now was the time I should have started going heavier with the pigments, but okay. I'm really excited about my next move, but just consider the paper that's unable to absorb water and the amount of water I've already allowed the page is ridiculous. This is the time when I let it dry. I'm really excited for my next move. Oh, more flicks, more water on the paper. Sure, genius move. Please learn from my mistakes. At least had the paper been right. So I understood that I didn't even let the first layer dry up. I already started adding the second layer. At this point, it's not even a wet on wet. It's a wet on a puddle. Please remember, your paper may even tear if you let too much water to accumulate. If anything, it could at least be moist when you add the second layer, or even dried. It completely depends on the outlook you imagined. I guess I should just give up on this piece, but you know what's funny is that this piece too sold rather quickly at the exhibition. I don't know, just let me know what you think in the comments section. I mean, apart from the technicalities, let me know if you, unlike me, actually like this combination. Okay, I guess I finally allowed it to dry, and this is the complete piece. So of course I was adding the mounting here, but as you can see, it's looking very faint, like there's no layering happening because I let all of it happen just once. If I remember correctly, this was also the last piece in the series, and I feel like I may have underplayed it a little bit. Yeah, so that's me taping the mount, and let's turn it around. Yes, so this is the piece with the mount on it, and as you can see, it looks pretty much like something made out of one layer. This is what happens when you retouch while it is still very much wet, even though you did see that we revisited with a second layer of black. Anyway, I hope you got to learn something at least, and if you like this video or my ideas, please hit the like button.